So this is how the seat looks like. It's pretty worn. I actually tried to paint it with vinyl paint, and it's not really working out great. I think I probably missed the step where I have to put the adhesion promoter correctly. So first thing you do is remove the covers where the bolt is located on the seats. This one, those are the covers, those are the bolts taken out. It's number 15. Same thing on the back. Yep, we have those were taken out. Those were the covers. You just pull out those plastics. And these are the replacement seats. Yeah, they look better. I also painted them with vinyl paint, and the color for this one is actually like light gray or something like yeah, if you look at this, yeah, there's a big difference in color. So yep, hope this will last longer. Yeah, this is actually hidden, so it doesn't matter. So I have painted them to match the color with the interior of my car. So you need to pull out this control plastic trim. You just like pull it up. This one too, you need to pull it up too. Then you set it aside. Then you could pull it up. And then you could actually like remove these hug rings around the perimeter using a dike or probably some pliers. Just expand it. Yeah, they're all over the place. Yep, remove it. I probably just have to do it in place instead of removing them because the seat is too heavy to maneuver out. Okay, so yep, those are the hug rings. Yeah, they're designed differently. Yep. So I decided to just remove the seat so that I could easily like put the seat cover in. So removing the seat belt bolt here, which is a T50. So I got it out and laid it, and I'm going to start removing the hug rings. Okay, we're like halfway done, so we're pulling all the hug rings on this side. Yep, those are the hug rings. Those are the hug rings. This is the part that I used to expand them out, pull them out. Now you have to go to the back. Okay, now we got this one, and we could see that there are some springs at the back. And this one, which tightens it. Need to remove this one too, and the spring, and then we could set the cover. Then we could take the cover out. In this position, yeah, it's easy to like release the spring on this one. Yeah, so yeah, there's no pressure on this. So I just like pull them out. So then I'm ready to. Oh, by the way, I removed the connector connected over here. This way. And I'm ready to pull this out. Now it's loose. And now we need to find out which seat does it match to. So it looks like this one is the small one. This one is the big one. this one. Nope. This looks like probably this one. Yep. See if that works much. Yep, looks like it. Okay. So the old one has followers. Followers too. So I think this is the one that matches the seat. Yeah, this side is wider than this side. This is narrower. Okay, make sure that the wire under that foam goes into those tanks securely. So you have one here, and you also have one over here in the middle. Then there's another one here, so there's three, and then the other two are just pointing up. Yeah, they don't hold anything. I'm not so sure what is that for, but probably three is just enough to hold them, I guess. Yeah, the other two are not needed. And then it's time to put the springs back to the wire, hook it up back, and then it will provide tension, and then put the hug rings back again. Yep, we're almost. I use zip ties on this one because the hug rings is not, the hug ring plier that I'm using, it's not pretty good in securing the hug ring into this area, because it needs to, yeah, this one needs to be pointed. This has like a blunt nose, so it's destroying actually the fabric in there. Yeah, you need to create like a big hole to like secure it. Yeah, this one is not ideal for this area, so I just use zip ties. Okay, so I just use zip ties all over because the hug ring plier is not really good. It's a $10 tool from Harbor Freight, so probably I'm gonna return it. So I'm just gonna cut all of this. Yeah, when using zip ties, remember that the rough surface should be inside and the smooth surface should be outside. Otherwise it will not latch. So I'm just cutting it with my dikes here, the extra. So this is how it looks now, which is better than the old one. Sense. Yep. Okay, now the driver's side, here's the condition. Yeah, this thing looks bad. This could be fixed actually. So I got all the bolts. They are different from the passenger side. It's number 14 here, number 14 over here, and at the back also number 14. Okay, time to disconnect the cable. Usually you just pull this out and release this one. It should release automatically. Yep. And then put it down. This one, hold this up. Yep. Yeah, I don't have a tripod, but you basically just pull this up and then push it towards the rear to pull this trim. Okay, I got this pulled up and move it towards the rear, and as you can see, there's no screws in there. It's just like a press fit to this tube over here and this one. Yep. Okay, so we are ready to pull this out. I forgot to mention that we need to take out this set belt Torx bolt. I think it's Torx 50.